good?
As far as America.
We use the Shabbos also? Ask the Rabbi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Tonight could not have happened without our dedicated team of volunteers, lay leadership, and everyone who supports and gives so much to this show. Before I begin, I want to give a couple thanks. I'm going to speak after we will watch a presentation. That will be followed by Eliza who will be speaking, and in a Dworken tribute, we'll give that to the family. Andy, your vision, your drive has allowed this show to flourish, as you just described. Your work ethic is inspiring. I don't know how you find time for this show in your immensely busy schedule with work, although honestly, it might be the Mets games. I don't know what takes up more of your time. You've become a treasured partner, so I want to thank you for your guidance, your leadership, and for what we have today. And if anyone thinks Andy works hard for this show, there's no one who works harder than Andy, except Samantha. That we know. Where's Samantha? Ah, there we go. Tonight would not have happened without your commitment, your creativity, your energy, your determination, and a lot of work. A tremendous amount of work. So thank you. Thank you to Ellen. Where's Ellen? Thank you to the entire dinner committee. Can we all rise and give a round of applause to the dinner committee tonight? And thank you to everyone who was involved, whether it was the ad journal, whether it was the decor, the food. This tonight would not have happened, so thank you for that. And thank you also to our videographer. Where's Leah Lippitz? Leah, I don't know if your employer knows, but you're probably in violation of a non-compete. The amount of hours you spend in Anshe Chesed. Hours and hours and hours every single week. There's hardly a facet in the show that Leah is not involved in. We thank you for that as well. To the other staff of the show, Beverly, Erwin, the board, and everyone else who really dedicates so much to allow this show to flourish and function so seamlessly, thank you. Tonight's dinner is a tribute to a great man, Rabbi Dworken, and we're going to speak about him in a moment. But the dinner is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for our kahila, our community, to celebrate. We celebrate the vibrancy of what we have as we are excited for what is to come. So I want to thank each and every one of you who've come out tonight in support of Anshe Chesed. I want to thank you for what you bring to Anshe Chesed. Each one of you makes this place unique because you bring your own personalities, your abilities, your talents to Anshe Chesed. Because you choose to make this a part of your life, this community is the wonderful community that it is. So thank you. And Emma and I also want to thank you for letting us into your lives, for allowing us to join your families, for sharing the ups, the downs, the moments of joy, the moments of sorrow with us. It is the greatest privilege that we have in our lives that we can be a rabbi in Rebbitzin. So really, thank you for that as well. Tonight, we pay tribute to Rabbi Stephen Dworken Zatzal, Harvey Yisrael Mordechai and Avram David. There was a perplexing Ramban, Nachmanides. He has a very perplexing comment. He says as follows: the Torah tells us in Dworken, Oror asher lo yakum es haTorah hazos. Cursed be the one who does not uphold the Torah. Well, what does that mean? Not to uphold the Torah. What does it mean not to uphold the values of the Torah to such an extent that the Torah says you are cursed? What could possibly warrant such opprobrium? How do you undermine the Torah in such a way? How do you subvert the Torah in such a way that the Torah is willing to say, Oror lo yakum es haTorah hazos, cursed be the one who does not uphold the Bible, does not uphold the Torah? You must be guilty of a severe, extreme sin that we condemn and vilify you to such an extent. Says the Ramban, says Nachmanides, that great Spanish commentator. I'll tell you, you know what it is that the person did wrong? You know what it did wrong? You know what engenders such a response? The person failed to perform Hagba. Hagba, you heard it here, Hagba. Meaning, at the end of reading the Torah as a community, we take the Torah, we take the scroll, we unroll it, we pick it up, and we move around. And everyone points to it and says, V'zos HaTorah, this is the Torah of Moshe. Everyone says, Eitz Chaim means the The Torah is a tree of life. And because a person didn't perform Haggadah, they're cursed. Because a person didn't engage in this performative exercise, they're cursed. How can it be? What does that mean? What does that mean? You're undermining the Torah. I can tell you, I can think of many other sins a person can do that are a lot worse than some ritual a person failed to perform. I know the guy's just tired. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to show off. That's what most people are thinking when they face the Torah. What does that mean? Our Rosh Hashanah, the Torah is cursed to be the person who didn't uphold the Torah because he didn't pick up the Torah and turn around to the congregation. Says the Ramban, that is not what we're talking about. He says, you know what it means when the Torah says, cursed be the person who does not uphold the Torah? It's talking to each and every one of us. The Torah is talking to each and every one of us and saying to us as follows. We, as members of the Jewish people, carry an immense responsibility. Because as we walk around, we embody the values of the Torah. That when we walk in the streets, when we interact with others, we embody the Torah. We are ambassadors for her teachings. And when someone sees someone act in a way that's unbecoming, when someone sees someone act in a way which is not upholding the Torah, you know what they say? Oh, where's the Torah? Cursed be this Torah. Did you see this person? Do you see how they conduct their life? Do you see how they interact with others? Do you see how they talk to others? These people claim to represent God. You know what people do? They point to them and say, V'zos HaTorah. This is the Torah of Moshe. This is what it means to live a life suffused with godliness. This is what it means to live a life where you claim to be an ambassador of Torah. And they cause others, and this is what the cause of the opprobrium is. And when people look at someone who acts in a way that's not the way they should be acting, people look at them and say, this Torah, I want no part of. I want no part of. However, if we live our lives, if we conduct the way we live our lives with a Kiddush Hashem, if our interactions with others are positive, then it causes people to look at us and to point to us and say, what a representation of Torah. They point to us with reverence and say, V'zos HaTorah. This is the Torah of Moshe. This is the Word of God. Eitz Chaim Hilamach Hazikim Bo. The Torah is a tree of life. Look at this person. Look at this person. His ways are pleasantness. All his paths are peaceful. Hashivenu Hashem Elefad and Neshuva. And then they say, God, return us to you. If this is the Torah, then I want a part in it too. Rabbi Dworken was such a person. A person who caused all around him to look at him and say, this is the Torah of Moshe. A person who was so refined in his character, so sensitive to the needs of others, so caring to those around him, so loving to mankind, that when people saw him, they said, V'zos HaTorah. I want a part of this too. I want a part of this. How many people joined Anshe Chesed because of him? How many people were so inspired that they chose to marry Jewish? How many people were so inspired that they decided to attend yeshiva? How many rabbis, and I can tell you over the last few months, I have been getting email after email from rabbis across America and Israel, leaders of the Jewish people who said, you know what led me this way? It was Rabbi Dworken. Because he was so dedicated, I now want to dedicate my life to helping and guiding others. Rabbi Dworken was the living embodiment of the Torah of Moshe. He demonstrated by example that the Torah is an Eitz Chaim, a tree of life. Its ways are pleasant as the Rechad Noah, and all its paths are peaceful. Return us to you, God, so that we shall return. Because he lived his life this way, he caused others to live this way as well. Baruch Asher Yokum as Torah Hazos. Blessed is the man who upholds the Torah. Blessed is the man who led, who inspired, who shepherded, and cared for a generation of Anshe Chesed. I want to thank the family for giving us this opportunity to pay tribute to Rabbi Dworken. And on behalf of a grateful Kehillah and a grateful Jewish people, we say thank you, Rabbi Dworken. Thank you for your service to Klal Yisrael. In the Neshama of our Yisrael Mordechai and Avram David Zal, have an